Hi everyone, Lisa here from LC Designs. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday, November 1st, 2023. Sorry about the scratchy throat. I got a scratchy throat, some sniffles. It's, I guess, the change of the weather. It is freezing here. My hands are so cold. I actually have a little heater here next to me trying to keep me warm. But I hope everybody had a wonderful Halloween. I was surprised. We had almost like 95 trick-or-treaters. I decided to keep track because we weren't here last year, and this is our second year here being in New Mexico. So I was curious to see how many trick-or-treaters I was going to have. And I bought one of those big old giant bags of candy at Costco, and I was running out, so I was going through my candy dishes just in case I was to run out of candy, but we survived. But again, I hope everybody had a wonderful Halloween and had a lot of trick-or-treaters. This month is my birthday month. Saturday will be my birthday, so I want to celebrate my birthday with you. When you guys place a $50 order in my online store, you can choose a package of Stampin' Blends in the color of your choice. Let me grab a pack just so that, actually, I don't have a pack. I thought I had one right here. So you'll get it's a pack of 2 Stampin' Blends, the light and the dark, and you'll also earn my Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial. I need to change the ink on my printer because these came out pretty light. But this month, our tutorial all focuses on the baby wipe technique. I was telling you last week because my project did the baby wipe technique. So this month we have 9 projects. We had to have one drop out, but hopefully next month we'll be back to 10 and add another creator, and so we'll have 10. But this month is 9, and they're all using the water baby wipe technique. There's a scrapbook page in there that's really awesome. So anyway, you spend $50 in my online store, you'll get the Stampin' Blends and the tutorial. If you just spend $35, you'll get the tutorial. Also, I have my upcoming, it's my all occasion card class, but this month it's going to be different because I'm going to have all Christmas cards. So this is one of them. This is one of them. This is one of them, and we're going to be using this bundle today. And then here is another one. So you'll make 2 of each of these cards, plus you'll get a package of embellishments, and that class is $30. And if you share my video this week, you'll be entered into a prize drawing to win. I have 5 cards in here that I've made previously for Workshop Wednesdays, and just share my video and comment that you shared my video. I finally caught up on all the videos for last month. Everybody should have received their prizes already. I sent them out last week. I have had some comments from a couple of people saying that they received theirs, and thanks. So last but not least, if you want the step-by-step instructions to today's project, just join my email list. Every Sunday I send out the project sheets with the step-by-step instructions, and then it'll also have the link to the video. All right, one other thing, today is also kicking off my 12 days of Christmas. So every day this week, well, for the next 12 days, starting today, I'm going to be having a project for you. They should be 12 Christmas projects. So each day is going to be a different project. using different Christmas bundles. Today's kicking off number 1. So if you guys seen on my video or in my promo, there was a gift box. And are there any guesses what's inside that box? Well, let's turn you around and I will show you. You know that I like Bath and Body Works, and around Christmas time I'm always creating gift packaging for the Bath and Body Works products. It was last week, I believe, they had their single wick candles on sale. So this is a nice little gift for someone. So that's what I created this box for, to fit this candle inside. So I already have one in there. It's pretty heavy. So let's go ahead and get started. And I want to show you, I created this piece of paper here because this is your standard 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. So we want to try and use up as much of this cardstock as we can. And then we are going to need another sheet, but probably like a half a sheet. And these 2 pieces here are actually extra, but we're going to use these 2 and this whole side. So I kind of made that just as to show you how to use your paper and save it up instead of using all of your, using like 2 full sheets. I try to make a project that, we don't have to use a whole lot of paper. So this one is going to be the 4. We're going to do 4 by 6.5. So we'll cut 4, 4, and then now we're going to go 6.5. So see, here's one of your 4 by 2s. Cut 6.5. Another 4 by 2. And then now this is the section that's 3. So we're going to need 2 3 by 3s. So turn it 3, 3. And then this is left over, should be 3 by 2.5. And we are going to use this to create our square for the front. So these 2 are the only ones we're not going to use. So let me get the other piece, and this is actually 5 by 5. And I think I have this one. Yeah, I have this one left over from my box that I created already. So this is going to be 5 by 5. Oh, I feel like I have to sneeze. And then we're going to use a piece of this heavy backing. Now this comes in your DSP, and we're just going to need a piece that is 3 by 3. And I'm doing that just to make the bottom of the box a little bit more secure, heavy, so that it can hold it. So this is 3 by 3. So I'm going to move all these aside. Well, I'll move my trimmer aside and grab my Simply Score. And we are gonna, so this 5 by 5 is the lid. We'll just go ahead and do that first because we need a shim. So a shim, I use 6 Post-it notes and just put it up against the side of your Simply Score, and that's just going to give us a little tiny leeway for it to fit over the top. Now we're going to score all 4 sides at 1 inch. So 1, 1, 1, and 1. So now we can remove our shim. We don't need it. And on these 2 pieces that are 4 by 6, we're going to score that at 1/2 and then 3.5. I'm not even following my own instructions, but I'm pretty sure I remember. And then we are going to, let's flip it this way so that this is our bottom. And we're going to score this at 1/2. So again, 1/2, oops, 1/2. 3.5, And then we'll score this at a half. Okay, so I think that's it on the scoring. Let me move this out of the way. And we will go ahead and burnish all these lines. My poor nose is like it's like tickling me. Like I have to sneeze. Is everybody in the cold weather now? I can't believe how cold it was last night. And the trick-or-treaters, they came around till 9 o'clock. It was just before 9 o'clock, like 5 minutes to 9. We had our last one, well, our supposedly last one, because we ended up shutting the lights off at 9 because it was getting pretty cold. And, you know, for those little ones to be out there. And it was actually kind of nice. We had a lot of bigger kids come, which I like to see them out, you know. Instead of them getting in trouble, just go trick-or-treating. Okay, so in this tab, we're going to cut these at an angle. So you're going to cut that square off. This one, we're just going to slice it. Here, we're going to do the exact same thing. And cut this at an angle. Cut this at an angle. But yeah, it was nice to see the big kids out because, you know, like I said, they could be getting into other things. So we're going to cut all these at an angle, all 4 corners. This is going to be our box lid. And snip. I was really surprised we had as many as we did. If we would have kept the lid on, I wonder if we would have had more. I don't know what time they would stop trick-or-treating around here. But it was pretty much right at 9 that we said, well, we'll just go ahead and shut the lights off and everything. All right. So let's go ahead and put these together. So we're going to add tear and tape to both of these. We're going to do them exactly the same to each of your tabs. We're going to put these together. Since this needed to be like actually exactly 12 inches, actually 13 inches would have been this whole thing, and we don't have paper that's 13 inches. We have our 12 inch or 12 by 12 cardstock, but it wouldn't have been enough. That's why I have to piece these together. All right, so let's take all these off now. So we're gonna adhere these 2 sides together. So flip this one over, and this is gonna go right inside here, like so. And then now we're gonna take this one off and flip this one over, like so. So we already cut our 3 by 3 piece of paper. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is these are gonna go in. We'll take all these strips off. And I'm using tear and tape because it's really sturdy. We will use probably liquid glue on the inside, and I'll show you, and then on the top. Or you can just stick with tear and tape all the way around. Okay, so there is our bottom. Make sure you kind of have like a square. We'll touch those in there. And now this piece is just gonna lay right on top like that. So now on the inside, we're gonna go ahead, we don't even have to really glue this piece. That's just for, to make it secure. And then now we have our other 3 by 3 piece, and we'll go ahead and use the liquid glue to get that in there to glue it down so it doesn't pop out. But the other one, you don't really have to glue it. And again, this is just to make this sturdy enough for the candle, the weight of the candle. Just kind of, and there's our box. And now let's do the lid really quick. And this one I'm just gonna glue. And we're gonna let this dry as we cut all our pieces of designer series paper, because we're gonna have a lot of pieces of paper. So like I said, I'm kicking off my 12 Days of Christmas projects. This is something I'm trying for the first time this year. So if I don't come on live, and I'm gonna try to do this in the evening, I will have a pre-recorded video for you. So they will be posted, or I'll come live at 5 o'clock Mountain Time. So we'll let our lid glue, move our box aside. Let me get all these pieces of scraps out of the way. I have a bunch of fun projects ready for you. DSP. Okay, so I didn't even tell you, we're using the Merry and Bright bundle. This is so much fun. I love these little Christmas lights, and then they have even the other ones. Of course, I already have the stamps pulled out and the dies that we're using. So we're going to use the coordinating designer series paper that goes with it. And these are nice and bright and fun. I'm going to use this one that has the trees. Look at the other side. I almost use this side. And then we are going to use these Christmas lights one. Look at that. And look at how fun these colors are. With the trees with these dots. There's these stripes, stars, fa la la la. Just fun, fun colors. So I went with this one since we're using these lights and not these lights. Okay, so we need this piece is going to be 7/8. So just before the 1, 7/8 by 2 7/8, which is just before the 3, and we're going to need 4 because this is going on the top. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so those ones are for our top. And now we're going to need these ones. And just remember, you have to be aware of the direction of your designer series paper. So this is going to be 2 7/8 across and 3 7/8 down. So we want to cut 2 7/8, which is just before the 3 again. 2 7/8 by 3 3/8, which is just before the half. So we need 4 of those. 3 3/8. I hope 3 3/8. I keep getting the 7/8 stuck in my head. So again, we need 3. What was it? 2 7/8. Let me see. Is this 2 7/8? Yeah, this is 2 7/8 by 3 3/8. And then we're going to need 1 for the top that is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. So let's cut it this way first. 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. I know I'm one that does all those the ace. I like that little small border. You could do it in the quarters if you wanted. So let's see, we got our 4 sides, our 4, and our top. This is our top. Okay, I think that's all the ones for now. Let's go ahead and glue all of these ones first. I really like this. So, what would you think about this pattern on the top instead of the Christmas lights? I did the Christmas lights because we're going to do the Christmas lights. But what are your thoughts? Would you rather have the stripes instead of the lights, even though we're doing the lights? I probably shouldn't have done that because now my fingers are going to be all sticky. And then you can put your candle in there too if you want more like weight for it to be solid. But I really love this paper. I'm actually going to place an order today and get some more of it, because I think I'm going to make a lot of Christmas cards with it. And then I do have my upcoming Christmas card class. Okay, put this one on. Kind of crazy now that we're done with Halloween. Now it's time to focus on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Okay, so here's our lid. We'll put our lid on. Make sure my piece is glued all the way. Now this one is going to go on top. Can you guys believe we're already in November? Kind of crazy. All right, so now we're gonna put the light ones, and you can actually, I should have kept this together like this to where I cut them. I think that's the way they go. No, this one must go here. Nope. Nope, this must go over here. Does that look right? Maybe like that. Anyhow, so then that way you can put them all on your box. I don't think it goes this way. Oh, it does. Silly me. So then that way they go around the box the same, lining up. Even though you're going to have that little border. Excuse me. I just don't know how all of a sudden I got the sniffles, the congestion. Earlier I was super cold, and as you can see I have a flannel on. I have another shirt underneath the flannel, and I was still cold. I know, not too long ago I was complaining about being hot, and now we're cold. There. And there. Do you guys like the cold? I don't mind it, but I'm just always cold. I've been drinking a lot of tea at night. Okay, so I think those are all glued on. So now we can decorate. Let's go ahead and tie the bow. This is our real red and gold ribbon. So this designer series paper doesn't have real red in it, but we're gonna make our light real red. Gotta try and turn this around since the dots are. We're gonna make our light real red so that it matches the ribbon. They had Poppy Parade, but I didn't have no Poppy Parade ribbon. So that's why we're going with real red. Okay, so let's flip this around because it's one-sided. And this one could go in. But I like the way that it looks. I like this ribbon a lot. Okay, so we're tying our bow now. And there's our bow. So now, like I told you, I guess we can, well, let's do some stamping and then we'll do all the die cutting. So I have a lot of pieces already out because we have a lot of die cutting. And I think that's for our strings. Those are for our stars. This is circle. These are lights. Okay. So we are going to stamp the light in blueberry bushel. So this piece here is 3 1/4 by 2 1/4, and it should fit 3 of your lights on it. So blueberry bushel. And you kind of want to do them towards the bottom because you're going to need a little piece up there. And you know what? It's time to break out the new chamois for you guys. My other one looks so horrible. But these things last forever. Even though it looked bad, it still did its job. So we're going to stain this one up for the very first time. Ah! So there's our blueberry bushel. And we're going to use blueberry bushel, and Santa was here, and this is a 2 by 2 piece. And we're going to die cut it with the stitch circle. There's another. So funny. And watch, and just by next week, watch how bad this probably looks. Okay, so we're going to stamp another one. Move that aside, and crushed curry. A light. Let's clean that off. You know, I like my scrubber, the scrubber cleaning one as well. I can't think of the name of it, but it's to clean your stamps. Ooh, I might have stamped that one a little bit short. So you know what? We're going to flip it over. And hopefully we're not going to get that size on there when it shouldn't. Should be okay. All right, so shall we stamp? Since we're stamping, I guess we'll stamp our sentiments. So this is like a 1/2 inch by, I don't know, 3 maybe I put. These are those extra pieces that when you cut your 5 1/4 by 4 white papers for the inside of your cards, this is that little piece that is always left over. So we're going to stamp Mary and Shaded Spruce and Bright in crushed curry. And those two, we'll trim those in a second. Okay, so let's get all this die cutting. And then again, this is that extra piece of paper that we had, the 3 by 2 1/2. And we're gonna cut our square, our stitched square. So let me grab all my dies and see how many we can put on here. Okay, let's do our stitched square. Hopefully that one's not gonna move. And it just like barely fits on there, but it fits. So here's our 1 by 6 1/2 for the light string or wire, whatever you want to call it. And now this is going to be for all of these light tops. Light tops is what I call them. So we need 3 of those. So we'll do those for now. Get that on there. And can I squeeze a light in here? Let's try and do this red one first. And hopefully I'm not messing up the ones on the other side. Okay, let's go for this. Okay, so there's our string. Do you guys like the die cuts? I like the die cuts, but you know, I don't mind fussy cutting either. So this is going to cut out 2 strings, even though we only need 1. See how the square just barely fits, but it fits. So we're done with those 2. And I forgot I could cut 2 of these out at a time. So let me get all of these little guys off of here. 1, 2, 3. One stuck in the paper. So we can go, I only need 1 more of those and 1 more of those. We can do, I forgot I have dies for, there's 2 of these light dies, so you could cut out 2 at one time. Looks like I'm gonna have to tape this one because it wants to move. Here's another one. And let's go ahead and cut our stars because we need 4 stars. And this guy wants to move. And we are going to cut out our Santa was here. Like I said, we're using the stitch circle. And let's cut all those. Like I said, a lot of die cutting, but they're gonna look so pretty. Man, these darn sniffles, I apologize. Okay, here's this light. And this one, get these 2 out of the way. And we need both of these. Get these out of the way. And I have this little magnetic board that I made just with a magnetic sheet and one of these clear stands from Dollar Tree. You could see the glue on the back, but that's how I keep all my dies from losing them. But I can't guarantee that they still won't get lost. But it keeps them intact when I'm trying to do my videos. Okay, so we need 4 of these. So unfortunately, there's only 1 star that comes in this set, which I'm kind of surprised because usually they do pretty good on putting more of a smaller die. Or maybe they think you only need 1 star. Okay, we're almost there with these. Just 1 more. And last one. Okay. Now we're going to do all our assembling. Let me get this little guy, this. Move my magnetic thing out of the way and move this out of the way. So now we can assemble. My paper's like going all over the place. Guess I didn't tape it down very well. 1 second. Okay. So for this, I found this, well, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. My 3 light tops. I didn't know what else to call them. What would you call them? A light socket? Light top? Okay, I'm getting my silicone mat so I don't get glue on my paper. So these glue onto these. And my glue, let's glue these. Oops, that might be a little bit much. Okay, these. And don't worry about the glue looking messy because it dries clear. It's always the nice thing about this. Or, you know, we have our fine tip glue pen. I didn't even think of bringing that out. But the glue dries clear. Okay. This one looks like it's up a little. So now we are going to glue those tops to our lights. And the reason I did these in garden green is so that they would stand out on top of the shaded spruce. Again, I wanted to use as much as that cardstock that we could. So now here's what I did to make it easier to put together. We're gonna string that wire through the lights. So for me, I found it easier to put your lights on the square first, and then do the string wire, whatever you want to call it. So you could kind of put them however you want, one up, one down, one higher. And then you'll see what I mean. So this is the wire, and we're gonna go through here. Okay, maybe. We're gonna go through there. And then now we're gonna go through here. So it's easier to put them glued down. Wait, what happened here? This one turn around? Okay, let's go this way first. And go through here. And of course, this is gonna be bigger than what we need. So, where's that swirl? We wanna get that swirl on our card though. This little swirl. Okay, so now we can go through here. And you just have to work it. And then what I did is I glued here. Again, the glue is gonna dry. And then you can put a dot behind here. I need my little, because I don't want to get glue on me. There is glue behind there. And you can put another little drop here. And that's just holding your wire in place until it dries. Okay. So now that we have this, I'm going to put a drop here, a drop here, and a drop here. And we're going to glue our stars on. There goes a star there. A star here. Oops, did I hit the camera? And it's okay if they hang off. That actually kind of looks a little, oops. Hold on, see I do have a little bit of glue on my finger. Now it wants to stick to my finger because of the glue on it. Okay, so while we're gluing stars, we're gonna glue a star. The last remaining star, we're gonna glue it on our tag. Right like so. And we're also gonna punch a hole through here. So I have my, I could have used the take your pick tool, but I might be able to get that through. Okay, so back to our box. Here's our box. We're going to use dimensionals and put this on. And we're gonna trim that wire. guess we better put one in the middle as well. All right, so we're just gonna put that right center. And then we're just gonna, like I said, trim this wire. And you can put a dot of glue back here to hold it. Hold it for a second or so. We're gonna trim these out while that dries. So these, I just kind of cut them close to the words. Left a little white border. And we're gonna stick those on the lid with probably mini dimensionals. Or you can always cut another one in half. I think I had a bunch of the ones at the end, so I used those. I'm not a very straight cutter. See, I think I used these ends on mine is what I did. And so we can do that. And let's cut another one here. And we are almost done. So I put these at an angle. Merry and bright. If I get the, is it already off? It's part way off. There we go. Merry and bright. And now we're gonna get our gold trim. And let's see how well I can feed this through. If you use your take your pick tool, you're gonna have a bigger hole. Ooh, got it through the first time. And obviously we wanna erase that so it's not on there. I'm sorry about my sniffles. And we're just gonna tie this in a bow. And this seems like a little bit of work, but these make cute coworker gifts. Hostess, you're going to any Christmas parties and you need a hostess gift. And you know, Bath & Body Works is pretty good about putting their stuff on sale quite often. So we're not done, because of course, you guys know me. Wink a Stella on the stars, because we want those stars glittery. And we are gonna add Wink a Stella to the lights as well. But with the lights, they should be okay now because they're dry. If you stamp them, if you do the Wink a Stella right when you stamp them, you might get some ink on your pin. I gotta add some more. And I'm avoiding the white because I don't want to put, see how that kind of, I got a little bit of ink there. So I was trying to avoid the white, but just brush it off. Make sure you get all that color off. And the red was pretty good. It's that blueberry bushel. And there is our, I still need some more. I feel like I need some more glitter. I like, you know me, I like glitter. I like glitter, but I don't like actual glitter that you'll have all over you for days. All right, so there's our project. Let's move this all aside. And here's our box, and here's our other box. Can you guys see the sparkle in it? Let me see, can you see the sparkle in there? And so there's a cute little gift for you, for somebody, whoever you think would need a candle in their life. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you had a great time. And be sure and join me tomorrow for another 12 Days of Christmas project. And then also I will be back next Wednesday with another Workshop Wednesday project. You guys take care. Bye.